Then what's that a do? I didn't get
Thanks for tuning in. We got to talk about this mask mandate in LA County facilities. So, you already know the show is primarily hosted here in Los Angeles. So, we do like to talk about uh, local LA news. LA is one of the major cities in the USA. It's what they call a tester city. So, I think you got uh, LA, Texas, New York, Florida, these tester cities. All right, here we go. We got a mask mandate reinstated. We got to talk to the shorty up at Clip Champ. You know, she's just waiting. Clip Champ. She's just waiting to help us out with some assistance. Shout outs to everybody on TikTok who's tuning in. If you guys want to watch tune into the show, we're live on YouTube right now. Holla at your boy. All right. Um, let's see. Text to speech. All right. So let's see it must. And here's the thing, guys. Shout outs to Richie from Boston, bro. He's an old school OG YouTuber who I'm pretty sure they took him out, aka deleted his channel. He's been talking about this, bro. I mean, what do you mean a rise in COVID-19 things? It's wintertime. People get sick in the winter, and it's not even that people get sick. It's low key. People's bodies are actually when you have all that mucus, that's mucus that's been stored up from the summer, from the spring, from all year. And then at the end of the year, your body's getting rid of it to prepare itself for the new year. At least that's kind of how I see it. If you've been taking care of yourself all year, you're not gonna get sick in the winter time. Um, I'm not sick. I've been taking care of myself all year, bro. I've been very cautious of how I treat the inflammation in my body. And I've been working out because people sleep on working out. My bad, y'all. Well, we need to talk about this because this is what concerns health. So people sleep on working out, even me myself, bro, because we'll get into that later, but I slept on working out. Little did I realize that it takes energy, it takes muscles in order for you to simply breathe. You know what I'm saying? So, um, my point is that even by simply doing push-ups every day, some squats, sit-ups, you're strengthening the very uh you know things muscles that are necessary for you to simply breathe. And what's it called? Newsflash, in the wintertime when it gets colder, it gets harder, it's harder for your body to function in the cold. So breathing is, it's not significantly harder, but it is you know scientifically harder to breathe in the wintertime than it is in the summer. So simple things like doing push-ups, everything that your body normally does, all the functions, it's more difficult to do in the wintertime. So you got to be you got to stay warm, but you really got to strengthen your body because your body needs strength in order to process the food, in order to breathe, in order to process stress. Your body needs to be in a state to handle that. And as we all know, most sickness is caused by inflammation, and usually I want to look, how does the body get rid of inflammation? How does the body get rid inflammation? Inflammation. Inflammation. Shun. All right, hold on. Shun. Shun. All right. Yo, Colton, what's good, bro? What's good, Colton? Bro called me an emo, bro. I'll take that. That's a compliment, bro. Thank you. I stay with I stay with the sad vibes, bro. Not on purpose. It's just this is a tough world, guys. Tough world. Anyways, let's see. Aside from eating in an anti-inflammatory diet, other dietary and lifestyle habits can help you reduce inflammation. But how does the body get rid of it? resolution of inflammation is initiated by an active class switch in the mediators such as classic what the heck? Classic prostaglandins and leukotrienes to the production of emorelizolins. Bro, that's a whole nother language, bro. Come on, bro. Y'all gotta give me a break, bro. Y'all gotta. How do you flush inflammation out of the body? But where does it go? Where does the inflammation go? Anyways, most sicknesses is caused by inflammation. Um, let's read this article. My bad, y'all. We gotta read this article.
Amid a significant rise in respiratory illnesses, all Los
No,
Angeles County
Andrew, I fired you. You're not welcome at Hula Court, Andrew. Go away. We only want Jenny here at Hula Court. Jenny's cool. Andrew's lame. Jenny, let's hear that sweet voice of yours, Jenny.
Amid a significant rise in respiratory illnesses, all Los Angeles County healthcare facilities have reinstated a mask mandate. The order is in direct response to a rising number of COVID-19 infections leading to hospitalizations and deaths, officials said Saturday. The county's number of COVID hospital admissions officially entered the CDC's medium level on Friday, December 29. Advertising. The agency's levels are determined by data reflecting new COVID hospital admissions, hospital beds being used by COVID patients, and the total number of new COVID cases in the community. We're starting to see the effects of gathering during the holidays, a variant that is likely to be more contagious, more easily infecting people, low rates of immunization, explained Dr. Annie Rimoin, professor of epidemiology at UCLA Fielding School of Public Health. And the weather's been cold, so people are gathering inside. Licensed healthcare facilities that are subject to the mask mandate include general acute care hospitals, skilled nursing facilities, including subacute facilities, intermediate care facilities, emergency medical services, EMS, provider agencies, congregate living health facilities, chemical dependency recovery hospitals, acute psychiatric hospitals, dialysis centers, home health agencies, primary care clinics, ambulatory surgery centers, hospice facilities. An at-home COVID-19 test shows a negative result. Alex Marticu/Nexstar. Healthcare workers watch as medical workers try to resuscitate a patient who tested positive for coronavirus at Providence Holy. Hospital workers attend a candlelight vigil outside Hollywood Presbyterian Medical Center for a nurse who died of the sick child. Getty Images. An at-home COVID-19 test shows a negative result. Alex Marticu/Nexstar. Healthcare workers watch as medical workers try to resuscitate a patient who tested positive for coronavirus at Providence Holy. Healthcare workers watch as medical workers.
Oh my gosh. What happened? All right, my bad, y'all. During December 2023, the rate of new COVID-19 hospital admissions has steadily increased toward the CDC's minimum level. The county mandate states that for the previous 8 months, COVID-19 hospital admissions remained at the CDC's low level. This current increase indicates a higher impact of serious illnesses from the COVID-19 on the community. My bad, y'all. Sometimes Shorty be tripping. So they're saying that it's due to this right here is the most head ass statement, excuse my French, that I've ever seen from a news article. They said the weather's been cold, so people are gathering inside. The weather is the same temperature every year. It's not shocking. It's not some it's not some uh huge discovery that since the weather's cold, people are gathering inside. Um, I don't know, man. I'm calling BS, bro. I'm calling BS because we've had holidays, we've had all this type of stuff for years, hundreds upon hundreds of years. Well, actually, I don't know how long holidays been around for, but it's like if this is the trick that they're gonna pull every winter, which is what Richie from Boston was saying. Shout out to Richie from Boston. I'm bringing that point back around. Um, what's it called? What's it called? Let me fix this little shenanigan real quick. Oh, ow. Yo, that was not supposed to happen, y'all. That was not supposed to happen. Gosh, yeah. Ooh, it's crazy, y'all. When I make those noises, it's like I can like shift my body in different ways that I normally couldn't, and I can like basically recover faster. Cause that crap hurt, bruh. That crap did not feel good. Um, Jeez Louise, man. Anyways, uh, yeah. So we got this mask mandate stuff, and what's it called? The masking requirement can be lifted once the hospital's administration levels reach to retreat into the low threshold for at least 14 consecutive days. It's pretty tough, man. We'll see what happens next. Um, shout outs to everybody watching. Shout outs to everybody watching. Um, we're gonna keep it pushing though, man. Well, let's see if there's anything on TikTok. See if we can get some more information over there. All right. Oh, this guy.
COVID-19 vaccination rates in the United States. Starting on December 15th, California is now going to require masks indoors. Yes, there is a mask mandate coming.
Why so freaking weird?
We are outside the county, LA County Public Health Department, and there's big news. Masks are back in healthcare for visitors and healthcare providers. Everyone needs to be wearing a mask in healthcare settings. And I want to interview the homies out here, the fellow agitators, to see why they think it's important that we keep masks in healthcare. Why is it important to have masks in healthcare?
Oh, because it's a basic human right to have a safe access to healthcare systems.
Absolutely.
I mean, other things, we have choices, but we get sick, we have to take care of our health. And if we can be safe at the hospitals, well, I mean, what can we do?
Exactly.
I mean, don't see doctors? That's not an option. That's why it's important.
Absolutely. Thank you, Menchie. Next up, Joaquin, why is it important to keep masks in healthcare settings at all times?
Yeah, we did it. Mask requirements are back in healthcare
Yes,
settings.
we did it.
Mask in healthcare settings during an airborne pandemic is the only reasonable thing to do. It's the only right thing to do. Those who are immunocompromised do not have protections if there are no mask requirements in healthcare settings, and everyone is vulnerable to SARS-2. So we did it. Mask requirements are back.
Woo! Why is keeping masks in healthcare important right now?
So we need more people now
Man.
in the hospitals so people can get better and recover. And
Leave the youngin' alone, y'all. Leave the youngin'
they can get
alone.
sick again whenever they get sick of anything. Yeah. So
Is getting sick bad for kids too?
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I agree.
We need kids and adults to get better and
Medically
All
vulnerable,
right.
especially
get better.
People who are medically vulnerable, especially our elderly, especially children, especially BIPOC individuals, especially the disabled. What is really important
Yo, wait,
is
hold on.
especially the disabled, especially our elderly, especially. I just want to say, while this is a huge win for everyone, especially people who are medically vulnerable, especially our elderly, especially children,
why is this a huge win?
BIPOC individuals, everyone,
To get better and safe.
absolutely. All right.
Yo, shout outs to the
And
young
lastly,
homie,
I
man.
just want to say, while this is a huge win for everyone, especially people who are medically vulnerable, especially our elderly, especially children, especially BIPOC individuals, especially the disabled.
Don't call me a BIPOC,
What is
bro.
really important is that for us to realize,
I am not
why do we have to wait
bisexual
for death
Tupac,
numbers
okay?
to go up, for more people to die before we bring back these kinds of requirements? Isn't
BIPOC.
it common sense to just always have them in place? With that said, check your privilege and wear a mask.
Doesn't it make sense to always have them in place? What do you mean by that? Queerston says, I have avoided going to ER multiple times because of the last time I went and got sick with an N95 on. I hate it so much. This girl said that she went to the doctors and got sick there. Well, let's talk about health. I mean, let's look at a freaking look at hospital. All right, this is something I've wanted to yap on this for some time. So this is supposed to be the place. This is supposed to be the place where you go to get better when you're sick, right? But let's shout outs to everybody on TikTok. Shout outs to everybody on TikTok. Let's think about this for a second, right? If you are going to if you are going to what's it called? If you're going to get a pet, right? Let's see, me, I have a pet bearded dragon. Pet bearded dragon. Okay. All right. Here's the point. Here's the point. This is an animal that's out of its habitat, right? It's being kept in an unnatural place, but to to suffice for it, you give him things that is accustomed to his natural habitat, which makes him relax, makes him feel better, and helps him, live how he's supposed to live. So if if you're going to put your bearded dragon in its natural habitat, why would you want to take a human being out of its natural habitat if you're trying to make it feel better? Because as far as I'm concerned, these inside hospital, this looks nothing like a human being's natural habitat. Can I get a witness in this? Can you all agree that this does not look like a human being's natural habitat? Let's see. Human natural habitat. Our natural habitat as humans is the earth, specifically various terrestrial environments such as forests, grasslands, deserts, and coastal areas. Okay. Forests, grasslands, deserts, and coastal areas. Do you see any forests, grasslands in here? Do y'all see any forests or grasslands? Do you guys see any deserts, any coastal? You guys see any water in here? You guys see where I'm going with this? Um, if a human being is meant to thrive, a lot of times if you go to the doctors, right, you'll go to a place like this, and very simply, the doctor will say what? Are you getting enough sunlight? Right? Why are you doing stuff to relieve you from stress? Right? Because right now, this is usually where a human being spends most of its time. Right here. Which is interesting because This actually looks very similar to this, right? They look very similar. So if this is a place where humans go to get stressed out, right? Don't even get me started on AC, because does AC exist in a human being's natural habitat? Thank you. Um, if this is a place you go to get stressed out, why is this a place where you're supposed to go to feel better? Because that's really all being sick is. If you're sick, you just don't feel good. Why are these places so similar? Why does the hospital room look like an office? Why does the office look like a hospital room? You feel me on that? Y'all feel me? You understand me? Um, yeah, if I get sick, I'm not coming here, bro. Because this isn't all right. If I'm not sick, where should I be spending my time? I should be spending my time in the forests, grasslands, deserts, and coastal areas, right? I shouldn't be hanging out in an office, because I believe hanging out in an office is how you end up here. Let's just look at a beach, right? This is what this is my envisionment of a hospital. Because check this out. There's no air circulation here. There's no natural air here. You know how bad AC is for you? It freezes the inside of your nervous system. That's why you got all these coughing problems and you got all these inflammation issues, because your body, the inside of your body is frozen from all that freaking AC. Look, this right here is a freaking hospital, right? Tell me that if you didn't have, now I'm being tongue in cheek here. Tell me if you didn't have any sicknesses, you come here, you're better within 5 business days. You're better within 5 business days, bruh. And now you might just think it is a little bit funny. I'm being facetious, but check this out. This place has what? What does this place have? It has our natural habitat. Has a little bit of forests, right? Got a little forest there. I'm sure there's some trees up the beach. We have grasslands, deserts. I'm sure there's some grass up there. The sand of the desert, and you got water, yo. This is a hospital right here, because this is a human being's natural habitat. If you're trying to get better, which I guess is just live more time here, wouldn't you go to where a human being thrives the best? Why the only reason why people go here is because of the products that they have. Right? There's no reason that you can't have this operation looking something like this on here. Watch. Hospital bed. Hospital bed on beach. This right here, bro. I know might be look it. Oh, there's an article on it. This Spanish doctor brings COVID-19 patients to the beach. I'm telling you, bro. You know why? Because there's something about, I mean, now I'm getting real iffy here. This is some iffy information. Our bodies may be 6 feet tall, half a foot in width, but I think our souls are a lot bigger than that, and they don't necessarily have a size. And so the ability to see out as far as you can, it's almost like your spirit gets to stretch. You know what I'm saying? And that is revitalizing to the body, because the body is able to think of your spirit kind of like helium, right? And almost like you can I'm just trying to paint the picture here, guys. You can like Ant-Man, you can shrink your spirit or you can grow your spirit as big as you want it. But the spirit's confined to this body. So there is a point that you can get to where your spirit is as large as it can get to while still being inside of the body, if that makes sense. And this is where claustrophobia, this is why claustrophobia exists. Why don't I like tight spaces? It's because your spirit is a lot larger, because it's technically an energy field than your body. So if you're getting closed in tight spaces, it's actually starting to affect your aura, if you will. I'm not trying to get too let's see, spirit, body energy field. Check this out. Check this out. This is right here. This is just kind of what I'm talking about. Um, this is known facts that we all have this. So, like me, I used to have claustrophobia with the slides at like water parks. Those tight freaking water park slides? Watch, Soak City Water Park. Yo, these used to freaking give me so much anxiety, bro. Yeah, these yo, these are scary, bro. The ones that don't, the ones that are enclosed right here. Come on, come on. Why you do me that way? Right here, bro. Like this right here, would give me mad anxiety until I started to feel like I was an ODST drop shock trooper. And I was freaking you feel me, bro? Like the freaking movies and shit. And then that kind of allowed me to relax. But what the reason why I had anxiety and so why other people have claustrophobia, this is just my opinion, is that our energy field is a lot larger than this tube right here. So when you get inside of it, your spirit is like, oh, it feels cramped, even though you're perfectly fine, and that comes to all with being able to relax the body because the body it's not the body that has anxiety, it's your spirit. That's why people have panic attacks. It's like what the frick? Nothing's wrong, but yet you see them like panicking as if they were being mugged or something, but but literally nothing's wrong. That's because the spirit is panicking. The spirit is like having issues. um I kind of got off topic there, but yeah, man, I mean, we're talking about healthcare, and why it's good to bring sick people to the beach because that's one of the natural habitats. Even the cut, like, put some color on the sheets. Dang, Flabbit. Put some color on them hospital sheets. Allow the brain to be stimulated, bruh. Because that's what's gonna cause uh um uh, like, because the inflammation can also happen in your brain, but the more stimulated you are, the more that your brain can kind of like push that inflammation out, and you can kind of not get sick, man. But yeah, guys, this is kind of what I'm talking about here. um he's got all the medicine. He's got everything he needs. He's got fresh breeze. He doesn't have that nasty AC running through his freaking lungs. And lastly, though, they should actually face them upward. They should be able to get faced upwards like freaking Darth Vader, like because people get bed sores. You guys heard of bed sores when the body, when you don't move your molecules and all that, and it just sits there, it starts to develop, the inflammation just sits in one spot, like a loogie is just inside your system, just sitting there. That's how you get that. That's how you get COVID-19. That's how you get the freaking, that's how you die. You know what I'm saying? But if you were able to like Darth Vader, then you can, it's a helping move the body. This is why stuff like, spiritual, or how you feel, I don't care how you feel about it spiritually, yoga is good for you in the sense of you need to move your body in ways that you don't normally move it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stretch, because if you just are doing the same things every day after day, week after week, year after year, your body gets into this perpetual motion to where it's almost like as if it's laying down infinitely. You know, the reason, the same effect happens. So even me, guys, I'm trying to get into the gym. This is why calisthenics is good as well as lifting. I would do 60% calisthenics, 40% lifting, or 70% calisthenics, 30% lifting, because the calisthenics is going to make sure that all the muscles in your body are being used. It's all freaking, you're using your own body weight. So there's a different level of movement that you're doing as opposed to using like an outside, dumbbell or something. So I don't want to yap too much on that. We're gonna get into our next topic, but this is some pretty serious stuff, guys. So, um, you know, get into calisthenics, go to the beach, stay warm. I have a heater in here, y'all. I got a heater now. I was wondering why I wasn't feeling good, and it's because I didn't have my heater, and so I got a heater in here. Keep the place heated. And stay drinking water too, because your body thrives off water. It's good to have some sugar, some soda every now and then, just to I think the carbonation is good for you, just a little bit though. The sugar is even good for you. If you have too much water, you kind of like delete everything in your body essentially. So a little bit of sugar is good, a little bit of fat, a little bit of foods, but definitely a lot of exercise. And even I've incorporated meditation. Just meditate for 1 minute, guys. And I'm not saying you don't gotta. This is all ties into spiritual stuff. So get ready for whatever comes with it. I mean, y'all are here on this planet. Y'all got a spirit, I got a spirit. So that is just a part of what happens. But the meditation is good for the brain. We're all looking at screens basically 24/7. So there's unless you make time to shut your eyes and just sit there, you're not ever going to do it. So, and that's people are making money. People lose money when you meditate. And so, let's rob these niggas. Anyways, we're going to move on to our next topic.